Start recording. Okay. So here we can see all the things that we have done on HTTP. We got this index.php. This is the HTTP header. And we also see the cookies here. Then we see some random web page or information here that makes zero sense to us. And this is just some text HTML file. I don't know what this is, but we can see it here. Right. And that's the only stream. Then we got other one that is WP content. I don't know. Oh, this is the wallpaper, I guess. And that's the traffic. We got other index.html. We are sending the UID and password admin in text that we can see in our plain text report here, record here. And we also see the session ID sets to this. All right. So we are setting a variable manually. That's not a good thing. And we also see the HTML code for the web page. And I guess that's pretty much it. We'll be seeing that flag right somewhere here. Oh, we see the query that we're sending. Right. So not a good idea hard coding this kind of credentials or this kind of queries on the web page. We also able to see this is the junk or something like that. Yeah. Then we got a search.php. When we search for the ID is equal to E, we get error, ID is equal to 1, we get the web page. Right. So we can see all those information on this side. Like attacker machine is running this and we are able to see this. But what if, where is our target machine? This one. We should be able to do the same thing here as well, right? Because end of the day, we are attacking on this machine. And by default, TCP dump should be pre-installed on your machine. So I'm going to use sudo TCP dump. And then we're going to just do hit enter. If I do that, it'll start printing out information on terminal. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a file and write those things on that file. So there's a few flags I'm going to use. So first is going to be -i for interface. We can use that. We can also set account and we're going to make a file. So -F and call them as web attack.pcap -i ENS33. I hope that is ENS33. Yeah, it is ENS33. So we're going to do that. As this -capital. What for writing flags? W file count. Is it W for write? -i ENS33 -w attack.pcap. Yes, now we are listening. Now if you go back here, do a quick refresh. And we look back here. We do Control C, and we see we have 47 packets received. Right. So let's go and overwrite this file. And before we do, we will just exit out from this attack vector. Right. And we should be able to see all those things as a protocol based on the machine. Looks good. Go back to classroom. Hit the enter key, and now we can send the credentials. Now remember we had one SQL error message in one page. Undo CLA Chrome. And this is going to be the admin. We get that, we can go to this page. We are not getting any error messages. And I can do this here, like R1 is equal to 1. And we can print out all three usernames right here. Right. If you go back here, we'll do Control C. We have 44 packets captured. We can do TCP dump dash capital F to read this file. We call it what we call it. So sudo TCP dump dash F attack.pcap file attack.pcap. Do we have Wireshark here? We don't. Let's open this one up. It's, you can see this is having the lock. That means it is owned by root. We could verify by doing ll and seeing that file. Yeah. So the sudo ch own $user $user on attack.pcap. Now we can actually move this file from this location to where www VWA, and we can use this machine to actually download that. Attack.pcap, and we can download this file here. And let's open this one directly. And we can see all those traffics here. Right, so the first one should be the login one. Select this, follow TCP stream. And we can see the credentials we're sending out, logging back into the website. Got some junk packets, and then we're sending our payload for SQL injections, and we're getting some output that is encoded or compressed. Right? If I'm sitting here and looking for these logs, makes more sense. Now, what kind of other protocols we can analyze? When we see something like this, where we have 20, 40, or 50 packets, this is very easy to analyze, right? It's very easy to see, and like even we are not knowing any shortcuts, it works. Now let's see if we have our actual file. So can give it a second to load back. And then we're gonna download this pcap file. And we have this. So let's open this one with Wireshark. Now, if you go all the way down, we have 1200 packets, right? Now, let's suppose we don't know what these are. So we can always go to stats and we can search for, hey, capture file properties. So it will show us like where it's downloaded, the file size, the hash for the files. This is for data integrity, right? We can see the format, encapsulations. So I use Ethernet when I capturing this. The date it was captured. So you can see it's 7/7/2021 on 3 p.m. Right. The capture hardware, you can see it here. And the application I used to capture this, it was dump cap. So it's a part of Wireshark packet capturing methods. Right. You can also see other informations. So how many packets captured and all those things. Now, I don't know the protocol, so I'm gonna go and click on protocol hierarchy. And it will show me IP version 6. We had few communications. IP version 4. We have NetBIOS, SMB, right? Then we got TCP, we got TLS traffics, then SMTP traffic, right? Then we got internet message format. So if you see anytime this thing on email or any kind of traffic, that is going to be the plain text of your email messages. Okay. Then we got post office protocol. Again, post office protocol is plain text protocol, so we can actually read those messages. And then we have hypertext transfer protocol, or HTTP, for OCSP. So that says useless. We have some ARP traffic. Also, we can look into the endpoints. So how many systems are communicating? So we can look into IP version 4. We have few public IP addresses, IP version 6, TCP communications, UDP communications. I can always take these IP addresses and parse it through some tools to analyze what is happening with these things. Right. We also have other IO graphs. We can look into multiple charts. The most interesting part when I do this is look for the stats of HTTP, how many traffics we have, right? Or TCP streams. Or you look into IP version 4 addresses and just go into IP all addresses. And it shows you between two IP addresses how many communication happens, or each IP address how many packets they have sent. Right. And based on that, you can take a proper decision. For example, if currently I know there is SMTP, I'm going to filter tag and just type, let me just make it a little bigger. Okay. So I'm just going to type SMTP, and we will be seeing some SMTP traffics going back and forth. And we can actually read the message. This is IMF, or Internet Message Format. We can actually open it up and read the message. So to, from, content of this message, and then multi-part media encapsulations. I can also do one thing. I'll right click on this message, follow the TCP stream, and it will show me the entire thing in plain text. Right. So that's not good, because anyone can read my messages on this way. And also because we're using a plain text protocol, the communication that is happening, or for sending emails, we need to authenticate ourselves. If we look in much more detailed way, we should be able to figure out the keys as well. Right. Like I have to share my SMTP credentials in order to send this message. If you look into those, we will see that key is also available here. And I tried my best to delete that key, but I guess somewhere it might be there. Okay. And you can see the receivers and using Thunderbird email client. So that's also visible there. When you send any emails using Outlook, you can read the same information as well, like which client message sent, when they send that message, and pretty much all those other informations. Okay. So these things always going to be in the chart, and any plain text, you can see it here, right? Auth plane. So if I just go here, select the dev code ready. This is the POP, or post office protocol. We open up this TCP stream, and you can see the auth plane. There is the credentials, and this is actually base 64 encoding. So you can select this. From previous class, we can actually use our script, or we can just do echo and this string and then pipe it over base 64-D for decode. And we can see the password right here. So that's why we don't use post office protocol anymore. That's not good, right? And we also see it's logged in, it stays here. It reads 5 messages. So you can see the message IDs, and then it's exiting the session, right? And we should be able to see all those messages down below as well. There's other communication channel, and Q is equal to, right? So if you just search for POP, we'll be seeing all those auth plane. There is a one, there is one, and there is one. I could just sing the last 4 characters to see if anything is different. It's not. So same person is authenticating itself again and again. But we also see multiple messages. Here we had 5 message. Now we have 6 message here. And we are retrieving the 6th message and reading it here. Right. And we can see it's, you can actually kind of read this message. So if I could just go back here, I'll select this one and right click, follow TCP stream. And we should be able to read this message now. Yep, we can. Right. Everything is in plain text. So you can download these packets, play along with it. All right. Now the main motive for this kind of things are, if you're having a large number of packet or data sets, how are you going to go through that? So for that, you already know about 2 different networking model, right? One is OSI, other is TCP/IP. So TCP/IP model is what we usually use for automation tools most of the time. Where is the images? TCP/IP stack. Everywhere it's just that only. We don't have any image that makes that sense. Let's use any of these random ones. Okay, so in OSI, we had multiple layers, like it's around 7 layers, right? Application, presentation, sessions that pretty much prepare your packet before going to the transport layer. In TCP/IP, we take all this information, put it in one slab, that is application, right? Then transport is where we making the packets. So it's still a different flag. Then we got network to internet. It's just a communication channel that is establishing and doing the transformations. And data link physical is basically network access, where your packet is actually transforming on binary formats, right? And Wireshark visualize these things in much better way. If I just go ahead and open that. Let's open this packet one more time. Why my brightness is going blue? Okay. So if I take any of these packets, okay, I made this change so I can actually show you here. So this is the physical layer. Actually, we can see the destinations, source, and type. Right. Then we got our protocol layer. So we got version of IPv4, headers, destination, or everything is literally printed out here. You can click and it expands on the other side. Right, header checksums, and it says validation disabled. So common thing, we can see the source and destination IP address right here. So after protocol, we got our the type of the protocol. So we have TCP, so source port of the TCP, destination port of the TCP, sequence number, acknowledge number. Then again, we got the flags, windows, and checksums. Urgent pointer set to 0, so it's not urgent packet, and the TCP payload itself. Right. Let's suppose we're selecting our POP or SMTP protocol. Do we have any POP protocol here? Yep, there is. And now we will be getting Postgres protocols right here. Right. We're sending a request. We're sending a data. Right. Then we receive other data. So it's basically all those data are here. And there's auth plane. So we will be having other request. We will send auth plane as an auth plane. And then we send our credentials to verify that. Here it is. Right. So this will visualize all TCP/IP model for you to go through and understand in much better way. Right. So This is the one tool that uses TCP/IP. Other one is CapLoader, does the same thing. I guess Bro, that became Zeek nowadays. So if you just go to, I guess, Zeek.org, it's 2E, I guess. Yeah. So it's another network security tool that you can use. Openness go and to try Zeek online. Okay. So this will allow us to look for the packet information. I'll give it a second to load up properly. Zeek is taking its sweet time to load up. Come on. Okay, it's taking its sweet time. Can you guys open it on your system? My internet is a little bit slow today. Oh, it opened up finally. Come on. Okay. So this is the way you can write code on Zeek. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just select my version, 4.1, looks recent. And this is gonna upload my sample. So download Crisis and run it. So Zeek will go and parse the entire file for us and show us the information in a bit. And we can see the output here. Right. We can click on connections. It will show me all the connections that we have done in a nice chart. We can also look into DHCP protocols. We can see client address, server address, and all those things. Right. It also shows us the host name, right? The string for the domain name and all those information. We can also look for the DNS, how many queries we have made or what query we have made is listed here. Files, if any files upload and download happened, we can see it here. So we can see SMTP is there. We can click on the file and it should show us the string on these files. It's not, okay. We got HTTP, known certificates, right, known services, SMTP, and we can see all the emails right here. It just understands what email we're sending and it decrypts for us. All right, we got the software. So it shows you we're using Thunderbird, ECS, and then simple HTTP server. We got SSL files, stats. Let's show you the stats and any other certificates that have been used. All right. So network automation is fun as long as you understand how it's working. And Wireshark makes it much easier to go through and see what is actually happening. So if you have any questions so far, please let me know.
Not on my side.
Sorry, your voice was breaking.
No, I said not on my side.
Oh, okay. Anyone else? Any question?
Query, anyways, this
Yes.
This crisis.pcapng, that package which you have created, correct?
Yes.
So the similar package even we can create, yeah?
Yes, yes, you can do that.
Gotcha. And how to do so?
Okay, I'll just walk you through. Could you share your screen real quick?
Okay.
Okay, let me just go back to my Zoom where I have Zoom thing.
I don't have that permission to share screen.
Yeah, just 1 second. I have to add the permission one more time. Yeah, you have the permissions. So please share the
Mhm.
screen. So
Yeah.
so there's two different ways you can do that. Okay, for
Mhm.
packet generation. One via Wireshark and one using TCP dump. So which way you want to do that first?
Whatever you suggest.
Use the Wireshark first, so it will make more sense to you as well. Okay. You can hit enter to continue. You don't have to wait too long. Okay, it's taking a slow time to load up.
It takes almost a minute and then it starts.
Yeah. Okay. So Kali and Kali. Now I can click on the Kali logo. It is kind of start button and just search for Wireshark. Select the first one. I don't know why there's a two, but we'll select ETH0. Do a double click so it will select that and start listening at the same time. Now we have that running. The next thing we're going to do is generate some traffic. So you can open Firefox and fire a few websites that comes to your mind. And we should be seeing some traffics in console. Use any website. Yeah. You can open any website on this browser like google.com or bing.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember this is going to be the secured website. So we won't be seeing the content, what is there, but we should be able to see the domain names or DNS queries.
Correct.
Okay. So, okay, we open few websites. We go to Wikipedia. Okay. All right. So we have few traffics generated.
Can close
Now,
the phone now?
yes, you can close it now.
Mm.
Now, next thing, we're gonna click on the stop button, the red button in second.
Okay.
Yes. Now I click on the file.
Mm.
When I click on the save as, and then you know select a location. Let's click on desktop. Double click on that. It should open up. Now we can give it a name. So
Suggest some name.
just anything like file logs, something.
The extension or directly go?
Yes, save it. Now, if you close this Wireshark, you will be seeing a file in your desktop called filelogs.pcap.
Okay.
So double click on that. It should open up in Wireshark by default. Yes, that is. Right. I can see all these packets. I can type the search filter like DNS in top and hit enter. it should show you all the DNS entries by default. If you do HTTP, you might see OCSP packets because these are the very common ones. Yeah, OCSP is there. Okay, this is just the verification, like, hey, this certificate that this website is using is validated or not. If certificate is not valid, we'll get an error message, like invalid certificate or something like that.
So the email one which you are showing, it means that time you must have logged in on this.
Yes.
Any
yes,
Chrome version, you must have logged in your email box, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you can do the same.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna do it in the next session. Okay, I'll share my script, so you can just log into a fake email address, and you can force it to send some traffics, and you can play along with that. Okay. You can actually try to capture traffics on your local machine as well, like your host machines using Wireshark, and you'll see all the activities that your computer is connecting through and doing it. Right. Usually we don't want to see any plain text protocol in our production environment or in private environment, because that would be bad. Right. In some places we do have reverse proxies built in. Right. For example, many organizations does that. So even the traffic source, it's encrypted. It's not. It's just going to be decrypted on those routers or endpoints. And system admins or network admins can see traffics in plain text. In some places that is by design, some places because they can do that, and some malpractice. Okay, especially we are seeing this kind of things with open Wi-Fi networks or these free Wi-Fi zones. Right, people can sit on these networks, create a reverse proxy servers or reverse HTTPS servers, force you to log into your account, or people already log into their accounts, right? Sitting in a cafe, they do that. Attacker can read pretty much everything in plain text, right? So that's the thing that we should be thinking of. All right, so that's for the basic of networking. If you want to add something else, please let me know. So I'll go ahead and add that. I'm skipping the basic fundamental of networking because I hope you guys said you already know that. Right, we already set up our labs. So if you're having any issues with the lab setup, please let me know.
I just had that internet connectivity issue in Ubuntu. We already discussed, I think.
Sorry, your voice is breaking. I guess my student internet is taking the toll. Hello.
Yeah, you are audible.
Actually, someone was saying something. I wasn't able to catch it.
Okay, I had an issue in Ubuntu while connecting to the internet. Now we saw in the morning before lunch.
Yes. Is it fixed or still there?
No, it's still there.
Okay, can you share the screen so we can just see why it's not fixed yet?
Sure.
Okay. Actually, we're done with today's agenda very quickly because of the networking fundamentals. So we can take care of everything today. Okay, we logged in. ifconfig is not installed, so we're getting that error message. Okay. What we can do is Ubuntu ENS 33 not showing up.
Shall I reinstall the whole OS?
Yes, you can do that. Like the thing is configured yet, right?
Sorry?
Yeah, you haven't configured anything on this virtual machine, right?
Nothing.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. That should be the easiest fix. Okay. You can do shift delete so it won't go to recycle bin. The classroom began. Right click. You have to right click on that. Now extract files. Move it to that location.
It's already there, I think.
Yeah. So you can just do a right click on this and open it up. Yes. Give it a name for new virtual machine. Okay, click on import. And it should be importing. For...
I did this
Okay.
for the same way, but still like.
It should not error out. Okay. All right. So just power it on. Okay. Try to ping google.com.
Sorry?
Ping google.com. I can see network connection is connected and top right. It should be working. And it is working. So we'll do a sudo apt update just to ensure all the package managers are on their best behavior. And it's done. So it should be fixed now. It won't be having those commands, right? That's on my side. Oh. Run one command at a time.
I think it's working now.
Yeah, that should install. Okay, so that was Apache, I guess. It's already added the UFW rules, so you don't have to add it manually. So you can move into the next one. No, that is already done. The last third lines there.
This one can.
No, it's already added there. You don't have to do that. We'll get back to this when we do other HTTPS configurations. So far, so good. Now we have to install MySQL, I guess, or PHP, something. Yeah, it's MySQL, step 2. Okay. You can ignore that cancellation part for now. It's
Yes,
just
yes.
gonna take its time to do that. Then we need that PHP modules and for these things.
Students to PHP, right?
Yes. You can copy the command. I guess this have everything on that. Like PHP, then lib modules and all. Let's scroll down. This is the PHP, MySQL securing. This one. And that should be the last command to copy paste today. Okay, now you should be having everything configured for PWA lab. You can open localhost and we'll see Apache is working perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just open up Firefox and just type localhost. And it is working.
Yeah.
I hope PHP is also working, so we don't have to do anything on that. And pretty much everything is configured. We have to just follow up that VWA article to install and run.
Okay, then can move ahead. I think.
Yeah. One second. I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. Anyone have any other questions or in doubts? So clear it up real quick.
Not from my end, Rakesh.
Okay, nothing, right?
Just one query again.
Yes,
Just
yes.
share my screen.
Please do that.
So when I'm trying to follow this step, where it
Yes.
says okay, if there is nothing in front of this root wala thing where it is showing not valid password. So when you add this wala line,
Mhm.
it will show okay, it will have some exact values correct
Yes,
in the
yes,
authentication
yes.
string.
Yes,
But
yes.
my this flush privileges is not affecting any entry. It is showing like zero. Where it is, yeah, zero rows affected. And
That's
after that,
okay.
but
The ultra did not work. That ultra command.
yeah, because it is telling
No,
that this password
actually,
is.
yes, yes. The password I had, it's a common one. You have to change it a little bit. So can you use up arrow key 2-3 times when we get that line, that alter user one? One more time. One more time.
Three only commands.
Still select user. We need that alter user command. Okay, can you copy paste that command real quick? Yeah. Paste it. And just delete the password word. I use the arrow keys to go there. Arrow keys, delete that password and use capital P @ SS00RD.
P @
SS00RD.
word na WRD.
W0RD. So it will be a little bit secured one. Okay, now I hit enter. That should be done. I can do flush privileges because the password is very common and MySQL does not like that. So query okay to affected. Now if you run that select query command, yes, it should be having that thing there. Yeah.
The one password which it asked to me to set, that is nothing. Yeah, like wait, I will show you where.
Which one?
Yeah, somewhere here.
Yes. Like when you so when you select that third option, it just asks you to do like numeric, mixed case, special characters, and dictionary.
So
So
at that
when
time
you
I entered one password. So it is valid somewhere, or it was
no, because it does not meet the password requirement case, so it failed.
Achha. So the password which you made me to add now, that is applicable.
Yeah. Yes, that is applicable one.
Okay,
So
noted.
please remember that if you forget that MySQL,
Yeah,
you have to
I will
restart.
note it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this recordings one will be updated in this folder, no?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Sorry.
Actually, my internet went down. Like yesterday, I was trying to export the Zoom meeting one. Did not work. So I'm looking for some other ways to export that recording and upload it. The format they had is not like playable on anything. Like I tried media players. I tried to upload it on some that OneDrive have one media player. what they call Film Studio or something. I don't know. So even that failed to play. So I uploaded on YouTube. I'll check it out after class if that is working. If working, I'll share the YouTube link, or I'll try to upload it in OneDrive and see if that works from there. It's a weird
Oh.
file format. Okay. Any other questions, doubts? Because whatever topic we have had for today, it's almost done. And like the networking part, we skipped the entire thing. So that was a break. All we can do is we can take some extra time today. We still have more than hour and a half. So why don't we set up our labs for tomorrow's session? Can we do that?
Okay.
Okay. So let's do that. I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Okay. I hope that is visible.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So we talked about footprinting in a passive way, like without attacking on a target, what information we can get, right? And we tried and we had a little bit of success. We were able to do that. So let's go ahead and make a new page. On day 2, we're gonna call them as recon, or we call them the passive recon. Okay, and we'll call them as passive recon part 1 because we will be making some more changes. So for recon, we use few websites, right? And I created a collections out of it. So we'll go back to collections. We're gonna go copy all. You go back to reference, paste it here. And this is going to be our recon marks. Okay. So in passive recon, we basically go to the internet, find the exposed informations, and try to, pull it together. Like whatever information you're finding, have it in one place. So next time when we plan some attack, we have a notes to go through. So we took an example of gumsolutions.com. We did run through multiple tools. And we used Whois, Census, Shodan, Greenhouse, MX Lookup, Sort SH, DNS Dumpster, and DNS History. Okay. So this one will give us an idea about a website. What about a user? So what we can do is we can actually go to this start. And I'm going to share this URL as well. We'll have these things on links.
Animesh, so we cannot hash like access this one, right?
Yes, you can. You have this link.
I'm sorry, I think it got missed, I believe. Can you just reshare it?
That OneNote one, right? Where I'm writing these things.
Correct, correct.
Okay, let me just, I'll just do one more. I'll just share this with, share with meeting. I am not in meeting, so how to do that? Get a shareable link, view link. I'll just make this, create an edit link. Can I copy it? Yep. Can you just verify you can, where is my Zoom goes? One second, please. Let me move this to training. Okay, so I'm sending on the chat. Can you confirm you can open it up without any issue?
Let me check. Yes, we can able to open it.
All right.
I can
awesome.
able to open it. Then maybe you.
Yes, I can.
Yes, awesome. Let me just go back and reshare my screen. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add that one right somewhere here. Can I delete these pictures? I really don't like pictures like this. So that's cleaning up a little bit here. All right, so it's done. And we have the second one, that is, I did not copy the link. So collection. And we can just paste it here as well. And we'll read this one. Okay. So this one have all those bookmarks that you can use to figure out any information. And also there's a website called OSINT framework. And we'll just go back here. I'll also take this as our search base. And we will just take it from there. Copy it, go back to Notepad. And delete this picture. Awesome. So again, we can search things right here. Like we can do usernames. We can take a username, search through multiple websites. We're looking for specific sites. We can do that. Right. We can look for Amazon usernames, GitHub usernames, Tinder usernames, Keybase, MIT PGP key server. So you can search for a key. For example, I do have my public key available. So I'm just going to go and search for myself. And I should been seeing myself on the key server. It'll take some time. So Keybase, it's a Keybase service. We can search here as well. So I already logged in, so it's taking its sweet time to load up. GitHub, we can do the same thing. So it says, hey, api.github.com, users, add username here, and then event public. So I'm gonna go and change this thing to my username, just to show you if you have a username, what it will look like. So it will print out all those informations in this format. Okay. So if you do a right click and show view page source, this is a JSON or JavaScript object. Okay. So we can actually take these things, go back to our virtual machines. I guess attacker, this one I have configured. Let me see. We do have JQ here. No, we don't. This machine. So JQ is a simple parser library that makes pretty JSON outputs. I'll just close this one and we'll do wget. We'll just do code to get this output. Right, and then parse it through JQ, and it just highlights things for us. Right. So I can see all those IDs and stuff. I can actually parse it through much more detailed way. JQ does support parsing. So I can parse for something that I want, like HAPO and some compile failure. Okay. So using this particular things, I can parse and get whatever information I want. And we can set the email address, phone numbers, not phone numbers, the name. Right. And we can see all those things that we have done available right here. Right. So that does this. And we also see the key is available. And we got two keys. One ends with A1, other key ends with D7. This is my previous key, like I'm using it since 2017. And if anyone wants to send me an encrypted message, they can just go ahead and download this public key and they can encrypt and send messages. Also for email addresses, we have multiple websites. So you don't have to bookmark anything. Everything is just here. You open up this website, and everything is built up right here. Same thing is I created these things because this makes more sense to me, right? Like fast information fill up. So instead, people search. You can just go here, search for a username, and we can see that username exists anywhere or not. We just go back to that. And we search for Zuckerberg, and we can see where this username is available. So we can see Instagram, I can reuse it. Twitter, I can use it. YouTube, I can use it. Quora, I can use it. Right. Just click on Twitter, and we see this account does not exist. So if I want, I can just change my username to this, and that would be my account. Right. Instagram, we can reuse the same thing on that way. Right. Many people tends to use the same username everywhere. Then again, we can look for companies' email addresses. So for example, I'm going to search for ugumsolutions.com, and we see 22 results right here. So there is one email address, and we can see the source from where it's getting its results. This one coming from which solution or from which page, right? And this one says it's verified source. And this one we also have one. And this one is confidence score 94%, but not sure. But we can see all the URLs from where this one is fetching that email address and when it's fetched last time.
17 more results, it will allow you to show it will have account.
Yeah, it will show us after login. Let's just go to sign in. And I don't have my credentials configured on this machine. So let's use my email address through Google. I'm not going to sign up. It shows you for free 25 results, not more than that. Okay. Then URL and IP address search. Can we hide this one? Right, you'll search for a domain name and just give it information about that. Also copy the domain name. It's easy to search. So we can see when it was created, how long that is, IP addresses, and also issue the abuse reports. So we can see if anyone reported this domain. And it looks clean because there's no abuse reported. Right. We can see all the informations available for public. चल गया? Okay. URL scan is one of the favorite ones for me. I use it all the time. Okay, I already logged in for some reason. So basically, if you're getting any URL, right, and you're not sure, is it a legitimate URL, it's a phishing link, you just upload it here. Let's go through some results that does not look like it's gonna explode on our face. Discordian looks like a Discord phishing page. This don't be something stupid. And we see there is a web page, screenshot, right? How many communications this page had? We can see it here. Right. So we can take any domain names, put it here, and do a quick search. For example, I'm gonna put your company's domain name here. We'll give it seconds to process that. It takes a few seconds to process. And Whois record also prints out this A records and mail exchange records. So we already know it's Mimecast, so you can see ugumsolutions.com is connecting or having at least 61 communications, and we can see which website they're communicating to. Right. And this one is helpful if you're fetching objects from a GitHub or some other repos and it is getting 404. So that means I can take over that subdomains and reuse it. And also I can look into redirects. So we can see UGM solutions, just go to HTTPS, and that's it. There is a 24 links. So without opening up the website, I can see all the publicly available or accessible links. There's few JavaScript variables, how many cookies you have been using, right? Some website uses also malicious cookies as well. I don't see, I just see this GA for Google Analytics, GID is from basically Google things. Language to setting up a language, rest of this, I have no idea. And we can also look into indicators. So all the indicators or the domain names or the strings is listed up here and the hashes for all the files. So if that would be a malicious things, I would copy everything, put it into a IOC file and put it on my network. Okay. In DOM tree, do we have any informations? Does not look like simple script. All right. So please make sure you're using these websites, and you can have these options to look up on ViceTotal, CertAsset, Risk IQ, Google Safe Browsing. So we can look into Google Safe Browsing real quick, and Google will tell me this website is secure to use. And also you can click on like add word it, like, hey, what this is. I will say, hey, effective URL this, malicious, suspicious, legitimate, right? And you can just update it there. So that's one of them. Then you have this Google Trends or global aerial views for streets. This is down for now. Then the subdomains like carbon dating the web applications, Intel X, one of the famous ones. I guess you guys are already using this one, right? So this one shows you all the information, like if you are in any data breaches or stuff like that.
Right.
Like most of the tools have these things built in. What we see, we got 611 text files, 22 CSV files, 10 email files, 8 paste, 3 database files. What? And realtimepublishers.com have that informations. Exploiting, this file also have some informations in it. So this one just helps you to see if anything gets compromised, and you'll see that timestamps as well. So if it says, hey, your database or your user is compromised, even without reading them or downloading the files, you can just send a force password reset links to everyone, right? Security Trails is one of them. So let's go one by one. Domain big data. Just 1 second, please. Sorry for that. Okay. So we got security trails, domain data, node data, there are multiple tools. Search code is one of the famous one. If your code is hosted on Git, it could be GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab, right? You can take any APIs or any keywords that is unique to your web applications. You can search it here. Okay. So let's use this API duckduckgo.com, and we can see how many places this key has been used. All right. So if you're using some API calls that is unique to your organizations or you're unique to your applications, you can always quick search on search code. If any other application is having that, you will quickly find it. The reason being, if your website has this SMS sending capabilities or functions, right? And you're having like something, send me this address to my phone. Many websites have this kind of things, right? And you're using some SMS API to send that SMS. The attacker might able to find that endpoint and the value tokens and abuse that function to, SMS bomb some random people or some target that he's targeting for. So keep an quick eye on this kind of APIs makes more sense. You can do it from your dashboard as well, because you will be seeing ton of spam messages sending to other people's. Visual ping, it's an email monitoring thing. Free link analysis tool, find subdomains. DNS dumpster, I will shown you guys. So you can put your website, do a quick search, and this monitor your website for any kind of changes. If you make one change, it will send you notifications right away. Okay. So I can say, hey, verify this line. Okay, if anything changes on this thing, ping me back. Or you can put the entire web page, like, hey, anything changes on this entire web page, send me notification. And they will do it. Okay. So, I mean, they was charged money for this. And I'll show you how you can do it for free. If you have a free plan as well. Subdomain finders. Let's see how many subdomain we can find using this tool. Something went wrong. Do we accept the cookies? You cannot run it. Nope. The website itself is down. Okay. We can also look into technology checkers to look for any technologies like ASP.NET, Apache. This website is having some issues. Let's close it up. We don't need visual ping. We already seen that. Open data, we really don't care. Image research, nope. Right. Instagram, if you're looking for that. GitHub, these are the tools you can reuse. The harvester, we will be using it in our upcoming classes. Documentations, if you have any leaked documents, you can find it here. Site security checks like phishing, ThreatCrowd, and all those things. Right. And then you have like social medias, privacies, and email tools, videos, data breaches. So data breaches, mostly people are using haveibeenpawned.com. You can integrate that API to your SIM or SOAR tools. It just goes through your SQL database, find all the hashes, matches to that. If any hashes is on the password breach, it just updates you, hey, this is on database breaches or this data breach. Please go ahead and force user to change the password or notify user. Okay. So everything is pretty much available there. Now, one more thing before we jump into other stuff. It's called Canary tokens. Canary tokens. Yep, this is what we're looking for. So this is another website. I haven't had this one. Okay, so this one allows you to do very cool stuff. Okay, and now this is a part of Active Recon or Active Information Gathering. Okay, I can use any document file, share with you. The moment you open this file, I'll get an alert. Okay, for example, let's suppose I'm going to create a document file. So I'm going to send it to, hey, send this email to root 1. And say, Tango ping. / open the file. I can type anything, doesn't matter. And I'm going to download this MS Word file and open it up. Now, what could go wrong? Right. We go to manage this token. We should be having these things enabled here. This is trying to verify the file. Nice effort from Windows. Okay. So I'm gonna say, hey, do one thing, open this file location. And I'm gonna move this file to my desktop. And I'll go to my desktop. We have this file, just double click on this file name. And we'll say, hey, let's enable the editing. What could go wrong? And I can type, hello, anything, we can save this file. We can do pretty much whatever we want. All right. Let's have it minimized. If we refresh this web page, it should have been triggered once, and we can see Google Map is down for some reason, but I can see it did ping me back. Right. So we can create this kind of files, host it somewhere like a password.txt, host it on a honeypot network, or have it somewhere like network shares where you from where people can steal this kind of things. Right.
Okay,
Or
these
you can
things are used for honeypot purpose, where you can understand where
yes.
exactly what is happening. Okay.
Yes, not only for honeypots, but for many other things.
Okay.
For example, let's suppose I don't know where your office is. When it comes to security consultant job profile, they don't tell you whom they are, like who they are, like where their offices are. You're like, okay, fine. You want my resume? Take my resume. I'll go to create a document file, add some information, send them. Many companies have HR for this kind of things, right? They are not technically sound. Right? They might click on the link. Now this one just triggers the geolocation alert. All right. If we want, we can write a malicious code that can compromise the system and give us the backdoor access to our computer. Okay, it's just a malicious document. And because people are, when you see this word like resume and some profiles, people are more tend to click on those things, right? And we have done this kind of social experiment last year. So I uploaded my resume on one platform. I guess it's still, I guess I changed it. Okay. And anyone who asked for like, hey, I need your profile, I used to give them the link. Go ahead and download the profile. So the moment they open the profile, like 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, I am getting the alert every single time when they're opening that. And the fun part this token is it's free. You can actually set up on your own premises. Right? It's open source. So you can see the code, you can modify the code, and you can upload it on your server and use it on that way. Okay. So it's pretty much straightforward things for you. They have this, so you can test it out before you go ahead and download the code and start configuring stuff. And they have proper guideline channels, so that these are. Okay. Yeah. So in Passive Recon, this could be used as well. We can put the things on like our website, like create a directory called data backup, and then we create a document file, have like password.txt or password document file or backup.document file. As a normal user, I'm not gonna go dig into those backup locations. Like that's not my job to do, but an attacker will do, right? The moment they download the file and execute the file, you will get the alert. Same thing, you can create a token for your website. So it's a website clone website somewhere was there. Here it is. So if someone clones my website, I'll get that alert.
Okay.
So for example, if I do like, hey, this is my login page, like you have this VPN one, right? So let's say vpn.domain.com, right? And I say, hey, if something happens, send me an alert. So just add this code on your login page. Okay, this code is very simple. It looks for the domain name, if that domain name doesn't match this, it will alert the trigger. Okay, it's that simple.
Okay.
So it's a like very simple things that we can reuse. This is a part of cyber disruption where we trying to make life harder for the attackers. Same thing we have for Log4j as well. I've seen Log4j somewhere.
You scroll
that-
down.
Okay.
Just
Winners
scroll down,
and
shows there.
Log4j set. Yeah. So I can set any URL, right? Like, hey, send me the alert on this one. Right. And now I take this, or I can just post it on any website. Okay, if there are vulnerable for Log4j, I'll get this alert back to me. Okay. So there is other like Poet version where they have more tokens and all stuffs that you can reuse. Okay. But this is what is more than enough for us to go through. I guess I had that LinkedIn one on my email for some reason. What? Okay, my password is reset for some reason. Okay. So it basically shows you all the tokens that we are running, and we can reuse it. Okay. So this kind of fun, basic, passive recon you can do for free, and that would be much more fun to play along with. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that website here. I don't have it, I'm gonna just go and do this, where we added our reference links here, right? So we can do that there as well. Links gonna do as well, let's call it cyber deceptions. Okay. So for passive, we have this many websites. Now let's see what if you don't want to use a website. Kali Linux have few tools built in. So let's start with Harvester. So the Harvester, and the command is the HARVESTER. We get that. So the Harvester will do a domain name. Do we add any other flags? We could mention the source or file names, right? Let's do that. And it returns, did I make any mistakes? What? Let's read this one real quick. We need the domain name to search. Yes, we don't the limit. Start with result number X, default is 0. So we'll do it with capital S. Use showdown to query discovered host. Yeah, we can do that. We can use virtual hosting, DNSTLD, or to takeovers. We cannot take over because we are not running on that environment. Okay, the source. So we have to add the sources. So that would be a little bit more fun to play with. So let's do that one more time. So we had the command solutions.com, and we'll do -l for limit, right? We'll make it 100 limit. -b, I'm gonna use Bing, Google, URL scan, Twitter. Can we do that? Yeah. And the harvester is failing us for some reason. Did I miss any other flags? No. Just stuck on Google. We'll see. We should have done the 10 results. Google might take a little bit longer. Today is Tuesday, right? Your security will be thrilled by seeing this many traffics coming through random IP address. The harvester already, let's do it on this one. .in nasal10-b. I'm just gonna go to Google and Twitter. Okay. So quick search and oh, it's done. So we can get the informations. We got few ASN blocks, interesting URLs. So TID console, insights, some IP addresses, and the email address it found. Right. And I guess these are the email addresses we've seen in hunter.io as well. Total 28 hosts found. So we can see all is there. And that's still going on this one. So the harvester gives you the basic idea. And one of the tools that many people love to use is called Maltego. This is like go-to tool for everyone for social engineering or OSINT. Maltego is not installed, so we'll do sudo apt. Can I do that? Yes. Credentials, of course. And it's going to install Maltego for us. And we can see it just gets one subdomain and that's it. X22 rewards because of, I guess Cloudflare does some weird thing with this. I'm not sure. Okay. Now we can use other, like there's Infoga that we can use. It's not available there. Okay. Maltego is like one-stop solutions for computers. You want to use it on like internet. I do have that URL mentioned in the prerequisites, Spiderfoot. So just go to spiderfoot.net/hx. This is already mentioned on your prerequisites. Okay. Register with your email address, and then you will get an unique URL that is only applicable for your credentials logins. Okay. And then you can use that to make a nice map like this. So please sign up for Spiderfoot as well. So we can do that. Meanwhile, it's downloading. You can download it on your system as well. So we can do the practicals all together. I will be adding my keys like Shodan and VirusTotal on Maltego to get more better results. You can do the same. So it's taking its sweet time to install. We'll wait for it. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or anything to ask, please.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Just from the previous session where we were looking at this canary tokens, correct? So I was just exploring like a few weeks ago, there was a website called IP Logger.
Yes, yes.
You have seen that, yeah?
Yes, yes.
It is also like similar thing only. Is there any risk like using that website? Because if I am creating any link which will notify me when a user clicks on that link, so it will be
Yes.
taking some of my also data, correct?
No, you're just creating a simple, if you look into the source code, I went through that. You just create a webhook URL. Okay.
Okay.
The only information from your side is your email address.
But they didn't even took that, means it is like free source only.
No, they do take your email address, and actually they do not misuse it. That's a plus point with these people. Okay, so far I did not receive any spam from these people. So the moment I select any tokens, for example, I'll do document file. It's just asking for email address for this. That's it.
Correct.
And in their code, what they're doing is they're having a webhook callback. Right. For example, let me create a simple thing. Let's clone website one, right? We'll make a website like this one. So you can see they're actually calling this URL.
Correct.
Okay. So in their code, what they have is if any IP address hitting out this URL or this picture, okay, that is uniquely generated for my this service, right? It have a data link that basically invoke that send mail function, and it send me the email with the IP address and user agent and all those informations. Okay, so they're not storing anything to the servers.
Okay.
So like, that's the good part of this kind of things. Codes are open source. You can read through it, and everything is there. Okay, I guess someone was talking about creating a database for that as well. So they had it on issue or pull request. Not sure that is done. I have to look into. But this is what they had, and that's some of the great things. Like if you don't trust them, you can download the code, run through your internal reviewers or scans, and then you can host it locally on your own servers. Because codes are open source, you can change everything if you want to. Okay. I guess they are going to add new functions for images as well for Android. Not sure how long that will take. But we had this discussion going on quite recently, like 1 or 2 weeks before. So, like this is a go-to thing for us when I have to create something like urgently, like I need something that works. Okay. And like, hey, if something happens, call this. Right. Now, anyone who calls this trigger will get an alert.
Correct.
Okay. Just close this one. And also there is one more that where this goes. Recently, you might have seen this QR drama, right? In US, they had one ad. What they did is they just put a QR code on TV in an error message, looking message, right? So I can just copy this URL or image. Let me scan it in my phone real quick. If I can do that, my damn phone can pick up the QR code.
I just scanned it, but it is asking me to go to that website.
Yeah, it's just erroring out, right? But if I go to manage this token,
We got you may be marching to the beat of a different dumb drummer, but you are still in the.
Yes, even you're getting that error message, it pinged me back.
Yeah.
So one of these is my IP address, one is your IP address. So this is, I guess, yours, 50. So 51 is mine.
No, 51 is mine.
Okay, so this is mine. Mumbai one. Oh, it's
Mumbai one is mine. Okay, that's my internet connection, Joveria network.
yeah. So this is going to be mine. Yeah.
No, this is Geo. It's mine.
Okay. Wait, let me take my It's confusing now. We have so many IP addresses. Oh, that is not fun. If config.me, what is my IP address? 237. So mine server is not me. This is you two guys. I can also export this. Hey, get it me on JSON output, right? And I can just have this file to go through. Right.
Right.
So there is an API for that as well. I don't remember that one right now. I guess you can just click on the URL though. Right click. There's an options to just get this key alerts. It also goes into my email. So let me just go to Chrome. I don't like to open Chrome most of the time. It takes so much system memory to work with. So I took this server just for playing around. I got blocked by Napecheap multiple times. Come on. They don't let me in. So /cpanel, can log in there. Yep, I can. Now I can just go to the emails. Email account. Can I search the root? Check email. So I'm not changing my password, just using cPanel's session keys to log into this email address. And now I can see all those tokens explained or it's triggered. So HTTP, Canary token, the QR code, this was MS Word files, right, and all those things. We just search for LinkedIn. Uh, 2021. This is the LinkedIn one. So the first time when Log4j came, we were testing on LinkedIn after a week, and it triggered. So that was fun.
Okay.
Because we tried on
LinkedIn.
Yes, like it was like after a week or something. What was it? Was
Okay.
13th of December, right? If I look for Log4j exploit date, that was December 9. After 3 days, we're just testing it out. Like it was a live class. We're talking about, hey, there's a new cool vulnerability. People find it on a game, and turns out this is something that was like zombie thing for everyone. That's a pandemic for security engineers now.
Right.
So we're like, okay, let's test it out. Like how many servers are fixed? We tried on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, then like 10, 20 different websites. And everyone came clean, no triggers, but Facebook, LinkedIn decided to give us an alert. And also we tried one more time after on the same date, it returns from other servers as well. So this one was 26325. This is 37812. So we tried pinging from multiple servers, we get the same result. So they might be trying to fix it, but they have too many servers to go through, and we were able to jump in one of those. So that was a fun thing to play with. Okay, same thing with when we had this Log4j scanner, we played with that as well. And you can scan the entire internet and you find what is happening. Okay. So I guess I do have that thing downloaded with me. I've never shown you that. Oh, Multigo is installed. So we can just open that. And I hate Java. Okay, that should take a few seconds and we get this prompt. So the first thing we'll do is which one we want. We're gonna go for Multigo free, CE or community edition.
Okay.
And it might ask for log back in. Yes, they do. So you can just click on the last agreement, click on next. Okay, then if you don't have any account, click on this register here button. And it should open up this Maltego.com CE registration page. Okay, fill up this information, submit it, wait for 5 to 10 minutes. It'll give you a key to account activation, and after that you can just go ahead and log back in.
Okay.
And once you're done, it'll start doing all those activities automatically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go open this URL. This is maltego.com. I'll go back to my Goal VM and we'll do maltego.com. We'll go to what is that? Community. And we can go restaurant free. And this is the page you should be registering on. So let's make it a simple registration. So can I just select this one? You should fill up everything. It does. Just to make it as a. Oh, they require this as well. Awesome. So this password, yeah, use it. Will send. And I did heard of Bing. So just let me go through my email. And I just configured my account. And I just search for Maltego here. And I'll just click on copy password. All right, so we copied that. Now we are good to go. We go back to the machines. And this is 1JBJ. I'm not sure what that is.
It's 7.
Captcha was incorrect.
7, correct.
That was the captcha. So it's VM4.
7.
No.
VM4.
VM4F.
4.
We are not robot, please trust us. Nope, they are not trusting. Oh, it worked finally. So we can click on the next. I install transform. So these are the mini scripts that we will be using. So I'll give it a second to load up properly. And please make sure you have internet connections when you are running this one. Okay, some reason it just breaks. So we got this many things. I don't want to send any alerts. Web browser, use Firefox. Privacy mode, normal, and then open a blank graph. Okay. So now we have this installed. We can make it a full screen. Okay, acknowledged. With the go to transforms, we got certificate manager. Right. Currently, we don't have any certificates. We can test a new URL. And this is important. I'll show you, I'll tell you why later. Currently, I can click on this transform hub, and then we have categories to go through. So what we want to look into, blockchain, we select blockchain. And we can install one of these tools. It's like look like we can case file entities. Install this one. Yes. Before I do that, I'm going to do one more thing. We'll select that and then go to price free. And then we can search, because I don't want to install something and that has some pricing or trial version, and we stuck with the verification. ATT and CK MISP, of course, we would like to have this. So this will allow us to see if there is any blockchain address used by any known malware developers or something. Blockchain.info, this is the official one. Of course, we want that. It takes a few time. And we're gonna Tatum as well, because this one allows to do Dogecoins and Ethereum scans as well. Handy when we're dealing with NFTs or any Ethereum-based blockchain things. Then we have breach and leaks. We still selected free. We go and unselect everything, select free. So OTX is must have. So it's asking for the key. So to add that key here, have I been pawned? Must have. It takes a few time to install. Finally, it's done. VirusTotal, of course, we would like to have this. OpenCTI. These people are amazing. We have to add their keys. Okay. So OpenCTI, Alien Vault, and VirusTotal must have things when you're doing a little bit breaches. Then you got into other things like malwares, right? A person of interest, you have these things to go through. Phishing attacks, so you will be having these things. Scam advisor, I guess this will ask for the API as well. No? That's fun. Okay. And social media, if you want to have some things to go through threat intel or TI, abuse.sh. It's a good one to start with. Okay. And the next one I use in my day-to-day life is NIST NVD. They have much better graphs and things to go through. And then that's it. If you want, you can use GrayNoise, this abuse IPDB. I don't like that. Then we have web content, so you can go through these, right? So once you're done with the installations, you can pretty much done with this page. I'm gonna close this one. Now we have multiple options to go through. What you would like to scan, right? What you would like to do. So I'm gonna go back to investigation tab, and then this is where we can start working on. So usually I click on this tag here in top, right? And we have the options to go through. Right. Or you can just click on this blank tag and start from here. It's totally up to you how we like to start and continue the work. Okay, so let's clear the graph. We don't need this. And we don't need this either. And we can go to start page. Remove that. There's a transform help page. Okay. So we looks like we have pretty much all those things that we need. Let's make sure we have everything updated. Nothing errors out. Makes more sense. Now we can actually go and start looking for things here. So investigate. Entities, views, machines, collaborations, export windows. Okay, and run machine. MISP went to on. Let's do start with have I been found 3 alias. Sorry, the email address, not the alias. So I'm gonna use my email address real quick. Note the match results, restricted to entries, incomplete additions. Makes sense. We'll have it running for a few seconds. Okay. And now we can see all the data breaches coming in place. Okay. Okay. So we can see this email address had how many data breaches, when they had it, everything is listed right here. What information was leaked. And if you don't like this kind of graph, you can actually change it to other ways. And shows you pretty much all this information. Like bigbasket.com had physical address, IP address, date of birth, and all those things. And once you're done, you can actually export it as well as a table, as an image. You can generate a report. Okay. Where I save this report, I don't know. Home Kali. Okay. I will go to desktop and save it there. Right. You can also export the configurations once you're done with that. So you will have that empty Z file. So next time you don't have to reconfigure everything. Right. Currently, you can see this slider is set to 12. I can extend to 100K or something like that. Reason being, we are running on a free version. Okay. So this one allows you to run multiple scans and see what is happening on internet and figure out how you can move forward from there. You can also look for the meetings, a company. You can look for the company's organizations, how that is going. You can look for some known domain names, how they're working on, and all those things. And let me just close this report real quick. Oh, where's the close button? There it is. Okay. So make sure you have this thing installed. We're gonna add our other keys, and then we can go and use it for full time. Because in Agenda, there is one place where you have to search yourself on internet. Spiderfoot and Multigo will help you a lot to do that. Okay. So let's let me know if you're having any issues installing Multigo, and then we will fix that. We'll continue after that.
Oh, I'm able to locate the package.
Sorry?
I'm trying unable to locate the package.
You have to click on this one. Wait, let me go to the first page. I'll just close it up and I'll reopen it so it can make more sense. Multigo.
Oh, no, it's not there in the Kali itself. I just want to install it back.
Yes, you have to install it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why when I run the command for installation, it's throwing that unable to locate the package.
Can you share your screen real quick, please?
Just.
Could you run sudo apt update first?
Okay.
Yes, we can do this together. Kya? We also have to install this.
No, sudo apt space update. Let it run.
Okay. Anticipated.
It takes few seconds to go through and
Sure.
Okay, it's taking its time. I guess slow internet is taking that long time. But
Hmm.
anyways, we are waiting for it to run. Okay, can you do multiple now? Type Y, yes. And
Yep.
it's working now. Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess the
Yeah,
package
it's-
manager wasn't updated properly.
Right. Got it.
Okay. So once that is done, it should be working just fine. Okay. So anyone, any other questions?
Not for today.
Okay. So, okay. Any doubts for last 2 days session? These are just the basic ones to make sure everything is working fine. Okay. By saying the word working fine, I'm gonna go and show you one quick thing to you guys. That will be the part of tomorrow's session. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Where is my Windows 7? My Windows 7 is here. Let us on this VM. Okay. So in a virtual machine, I have one thing pre-configured. Let me just get the IP address real quick. 216.161. And let me go open a terminal. We'll do npacket rpc dump 192.168.216.141. That was 141, right? 161.
Mhm.
Sorry. My bad. So I have RPC pre-configured on my machine. So this one is working. Okay. So by default, RPC is not RPC. SNMP is by default is going to be disabled. right? That is what we're using RPC for. So what you can do is you can actually go to app Viz or just go to control panel. This is not the control panel. This is. So control panel, programs, turn Windows feature on or off, and then scroll here and select this SNMP protocol.
Okay.
Right. Make sure this one is also selected, WMI SNMP provider. Okay. So I have this and also have Telnet client, Telnet server, and TFTP client selected. Okay. So this is basically making the system a little bit more vulnerable. And because firewall is no longer, or Windows Defender is no longer the thing, so I just disabled that. Okay. And in my system, I also have one thing running all the time. Can I do task list it? This one, Wazoo agent. Okay. So this one is also installed one more program in my machine. I hope you guys are aware of Sysmon. Sorry, Sysmon or PowerShell logging. This one have one of these. Yeah, PowerShell logging is enabled, and I also have security. Can I get the Sysmon logs? Sysmon is not running, right? Task list, find str Sysmon. No, we don't have str. No, we don't have Sysmon. We just have this. So Wazoo by default enabled this PowerShell logging. You might not have that. Okay, so if you open up PowerShell and you don't see this, don't worry. Okay. That's not something we should be worried about right now. The only thing I have
So
enabled
I just
is,
need to enable SNMP, WMI,
yes,
and Telnet client,
a Telnet server.
the Telnet server. Okay.
Yes. By default, SNMP will be turned off. So you have to go into services and then figure out where is SNMP is. And then do a right click, go to properties, go to security. I'll show you how you can do that. Just make sure you have these things installed. And also Telnet is by default is not configured. So I haven't configured anyways.
So
Okay. So let's start this. All right. So that's all we needed for the tomorrow's the first hours, few minutes, like the setting up our labs. That would be done today, I guess. So tomorrow we will start from the basic footprinting using tools. The most of the tools are pre-installed on your Linux machine, right? Nmap is installed. If you are interested in, okay, you can actually download this one. It's called NetScan Tools Pro. Okay. So this is for Windows. Okay. So you can download the trial version and you can use it on your Windows machine as a graphical interface. If you're into those kind of things, you can have this one as well.
okay, NetScan tools.
Let's just copy this and post it on our chat one, the Zoom chat one.
Which one?
Okay. I posted on
tools, okay.
other Zoom chat, so that NetScan Pro is there. I will upload in the recordings today once it's finished, so we will be able to see these here. There's a file. I don't know what this file is, but it still exists. Yeah, this .zoom file, you have to convert it using something. I have to look into that. So we are finishing early today because everything that we had, it's pretty much covered. Tomorrow we are having what? We're having footprinting, finding out about IP address, Google hacking database. Go and revise this one. And this time we'll be using a target. We'll target ourselves, right? Then we'll talk about Recon NG. We'll reconfigure it. We're going to use OSINT and CT log search. What is certificate transparency? Why that exists? And what information we can get it from there. Okay, and then we're going to go into domain enumerations, DNS, Nmap, and all other things. Okay. So that would be the sessions for the next one. We'll also use Nmap and Nessus. So I already have that link shared with you guys to sign up for Nessus.
Okay, sure.
So I guess you have that one. I'm not sure.
We need to install Maltigo. We have to register with Maltigo. And
Yes.
we just need to configure the stuffs in the programs.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried installing this particular net tools, NetScan tools, but I don't know, it's not even loading in Windows 7.
Okay, I'll do something else for that.
No problem.
That's an optional one. So please sign up for these two, Spiderfoot and Nessus. So tomorrow our day will be much more easier to complete. One more thing, when you do these things, try to use a Proton Mail email address. Okay, like Google does not like that. It might take like 5 to 20 minutes to get the confirmation email.
Yeah, Proton Mail, right? Okay.
Yes, yes. So Proton Mail works just fine. Like so far, so good. For Tenable, you might have to use a work email address.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
So just look for that. If you don't have it, just let me know. I'll help you out with that.
Which one? Proton email, right? That just a free configuration.
Yes, yes. Now for Nessus, if they're asking for a work email address, please let me know. I'll get you one, so you can use it.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay, let that. So let's end early because I'm on fasting and too much to talk.
No worries.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you're doing configurations, if you're getting any error messages, you can reach me back any given time. I'll share my number here. How to do that? Okay. I might not be available on call, but WhatsApp, I am there. I have a bot that takes care of basic messages. Okay. So if you're getting any message from there, please let me know.
Definitely.
Mostly it will be me. The server is kind of janky. Sometimes works, sometimes does not. And WhatsApp have ton of security features